Isaiah 1:17. Learn to do good, seek justice, rebuke the oppressor, defend the fatherless, plead for the widow. Now, this verse is being spoken by the prophet Isaiah. And God is speaking through the prophet Isaiah, and he is exhorting the people. He is correcting the people. He is guiding the people into what he wants them to do, which is to learn to do good and to seek justice. Because deep down in, I would say, hopefully most people's hearts, maybe not everyone's heart, but hopefully most people's hearts, they have a desire to see justice done in the world. They have a desire to see criminals to face the penalty for what they've done wrong, for the innocent to be defended and to be vindicated from those who oppress them and treat them poorly, for those who are in need to have their needs taken care of, to have their needs provided for, and for those who are facing injustice, discrimination, to be treated as they ought to be, for those who oppress and mistreat others to be rebuked, to be corrected, to be punished. However, even though many of us have a sense of justice and we want to see justice done, there are often times where we simply don't feel like putting in effort to see it happen in our own world. There are things that we, even regular civilians, can do to help bring about justice, whether in big ways or in small. Some easy ways: we can sign petitions promoting a good cause. We can sign up and go to a protest. Bring a sign, bring your voice, and protest for what you think is right. Ideally, what you think is right should be in line with what God's word says. And that is part of why God says, learn to do good. Because we need to learn what God's word says is best. We need to learn what God's word says is just. And so, it's definitely a good idea. If you feel your heart is moved to stand up for some kind of just cause, research into God's word. Look into, what does God say about that topic? What does he say you can do? What you should do with how you live, with how others around you live. And sometimes we can even do things in big ways. Maybe you can collect food for people who don't have enough. Maybe you can go into law and start fighting legal battles for people who don't have the ability to do it for themselves. Maybe you can start a fundraiser to get funds to send off to build wheelchairs in Africa. That's one that someone at my school did. Or to fund to have prison systems reformed. You can call your congressperson. You can call, you can send a letter to the president. You can reach out to the government authorities and say, hey, this needs done, because there's this great injustice that's going on, and we need someone to do something about it, because we have the unique right in our country to do that, to speak out and speak up to our government officials and say, hey, this is what needs done. There's something going wrong here, and we need you to step in. And who knows, maybe you can become a government official one day and start doing those things. But either way, there's so many different ways that we can seek justice. Rebuke the oppressor. Rebuke people who are oppressing others and correct them. Show them the right way to live. And don't oppress other people with how you live. Defend the fatherless. Plead for the widow. Show up for those people. Maybe provide clothing to someone who is in need. Maybe donate money to a good cause. Or adopt an orphan. Foster an exchange family. Something like that. There are so many different ways that we can promote justice and seek to do what is good. And so I urge you to find some way that you can to do good today and every day of your life. Whatever it may be. Just give it some effort.